Hey everyone, we're seeing some questions and concerns around the SAVE Act, Bill H.R.22, and how it affects your ability to vote, especially if you are planning on changing your name or if you've already changed your name. So we're getting comments and questions from our customers, as well as seeing a lot of misinformation online. So let's talk through it. Let's clear it up. So what is this bill? First off, the bill has just been introduced to the House. It has not passed and become a law yet, but let's still talk through it just in case it does, and you can be prepared. So what is the purpose of this bill? The purpose is to provide proper documentation that you are a U.S. citizen. You will now need to provide that to prove that you can vote in any federal election. So you can prove that with one of 7 different categories of documents, and let's just chat through a few. So real ID, passport, birth certificate, certificate of naturalization. So the key here is to make sure that your voter registration and the name on your voter registration matches one of those forms of ID. So starting with the real ID. And actually you will need a real ID by May 7th of 2025 this year in order to fly domestically. So we're just recommending that all of our customers get a real ID anyways. So if you choose real ID, make sure that the name on your real ID matches your voter registration. Same thing with passport. So if you are using passport for your ID, making sure that your name on your passport matches your voter registration. Birth certificate, of course, that is not going to match because your name at birth, if you've changed your name, is different than on any of those IDs now. And certificate of naturalization, of course, if you've gone through that process, you are a U.S. citizen. So in addition to any of these two, if you have changed your name, they are recommending that you bring in a certificate. So if you've changed your name due to marriage, divorce, or for whatever reason, your first name, last name, for whatever you decide, you'll need a marriage certificate, a divorce decree, or a court order. And that is a document that shows the link between your name at birth and your name on your IDs now. So as long as you have that information, you bring that with, and we are recommending, of course, that you make sure that all of this matches early on. Just do it now, or do it ahead of time if this becomes a law. Do it ahead of time just to make sure you don't run into any hiccups when you're voting. So voting is your right. A name change cannot stop you from voting. Let us know if you have any questions or concerns. We have a fantastic support team, so you can leave your question in comments, or you can email us at support@newleading.com, and we'd be happy to chat through any of them.